Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we've just re-wet the hair, and this is where we're going to start to create the asymmetric shape. So what I'm going to do is take a section up here at the top, the very highest point of the head, and that is where I'm going to create my guide. So we want to go from short to small. That's the shape that we're going to create here. This is where it's going to get asymmetric. So I'm going to leave this piece right here as the highest point, and then from there work our way down. Okay, so this is my guide. This is the shortest piece over here, and you know we could even make it more asymmetric as we start to cut it in. It's all about being visual, right? So I know I want an asymmetric shape up here, so that this hair starts to push that short hair starts to push long hair. So it basically starts to push it this way, but obviously we can't make this any longer. This is already the length it was, but we can take this shorter if we need to. So now I'm going to take the section behind it and use that section in front of it as my guide. Creating the asymmetric shape. Okay, next section behind it. There's my guide there. Okay, so now we're going to start taking the sections, working our way forward. Tilt your hip a little bit. There's my guide. Okay, start to comb this hair from the front back into the guide. And when we're creating this asymmetric shape, we're going to have a big corner here, so we might have to soften that. But I'm going to take a look here in a second. I'm actually going to face him towards the mirror so I can see the shape that we're creating. You can see how the asymmetric shape, the hair's pushing this way. The hair's shorter over here, but it's longer over here. So I'm now just looking in the mirror to get an idea if I want to soften this corner over here. Kind of just going through and taking a peek how it looks. I haven't put any product in it, of course, but just going to go through. And you can see there's a tiny little corner right here. I'm going to soften it up a tiny bit. I'm going to do that by chipping into it. And I'm just kind of ever so slightly softening that corner. I like the corner. In fact, we cut the corner on purpose by doing an asymmetric shape, but I do want to soften it a tiny bit, which is why I'm chipping into the corner opposed to just going through and whacking it right off. Now that we've got some product, I actually want to make the top a little bit more, have a little bit more texture. So I'm going to go in and twist the hair. We've discussed how short hair pushes long hair, and I'm just going to work the blade, the scissors up the top of the hair. I'm not going to cut off the hair, but I'm just creating a ton of little short pieces so that it gives it that texture as short hair pushes long hair. And I'm going to work my way from the center crown up to the front. taking tiny sections. So this is the third twist. And then I'm going to go over here. This is where the corner is, so this is where most of the hair thickness will be. This is we create an asymmetric shape, so all the length is right here. And because all the length is right there, it's going to be the heaviest. And so I definitely want to come in here and give it some texture, lighten that hair up. Okay. You can see we've got an asymmetric shape right now. Hair shorter over here, longer over here, which makes basically the hair kind of push it this way. So wanted to go for that more asymmetric shape versus a square shape. Square shape, obviously, the hair wouldn't be leaning to one side. Of course, unless you could always take product and push it over to one side, but even without product, this hair is going to lean more this way simply because the shorter hair is going to push the longer hair.